Well, it's beginning to happen, isn't it? I've said it for ages. There's a groundswell of anger here in the UK, and another terrorist attack reported just this morning, apparently, at a synagogue in Manchester. Reportedly, one person has been, it's life-threatening. I'm not sure exactly of the details, but several others were wounded, and apparently whoever it was that was responsible for this, will they issue the name and the religion of that person? Interesting. But it's a very, very sad situation, and my heart goes out to all those people involved and to the Jewish community in Manchester and right across the country, who are under attack constantly by these people. You've got to be very careful what you say here, but you fully understand. You can read between the lines, you know what I mean? I'm just so angry about this, and it's just the beginning. There's a groundswell of anger here in the UK, and this government are doing nothing to make it any better. Their conference yesterday was appalling. Their constant barrage of attack on Farage and the Reform people who belong to the Reform Party was appalling. Appalling. I mean, all it does is make people like me more and more fucking angry. And more people now are going to vote for the Reform Party because this government have no plans whatsoever. Look at their ministers and their speeches yesterday. It was fucking embarrassing. Beyond my comprehension how they could still be in power. And they are in power for another 3.5 years, like it or not. I hope it's not 3.5 years. I hope something happens, something quite dramatic, but I don't know what it's going to be. But anyway, very, very sad news indeed. And that woman who took all that money for those gowns during the COVID business, the £120 million, and she's now been fined, Michelle Mone or something. I believe she's a dame in the House of Lords. Apparently she was a friend of guess who? Boris, who you don't hear about these days. And what a sad situation we have in that. Just rip the public off left, right and centre. And these people don't give a shit. And it's not as if it's like a couple 100,000, £120 million. It's fraud. She should be taken to court and she should be jailed. She should be jailed. This is a criminal offence. Criminal offence. Beyond my comprehension. But anyway, it is what it is. What a fucking sad world we live in. I've got to mention what's happening in northern Nigeria and the Boko Haram. The killing this year of over 7,000 Christians in northern Nigeria by that disgusting terror group Boko Haram. And I want the United Nations to step in here and do what you're supposed to do, but you don't. You spend all your fucking time criticising Israel. You don't criticise Russia for what they're doing in Ukraine, which is ongoing, and those poor people in Ukraine still suffering. I just find them important. I find them a fucking waste of time. I don't know why we put up with the fucking United Nations. And when Bibi Netanyahu gave that speech last week and they all walked out, just showed you how pathetic they all are. How pathetic those countries are. It's supposed to be a chamber of debate. Instead of that, you get up and walk out like a bunch of little sissies. Gutless wonders. That's exactly what you are. Well done to Israel. And I also see that the peace flotilla across the Mediterranean, oh my God, what a joke, has been intercepted by the IDF. Well done. And apparently Greta has been arrested. Well, now she should, hopefully she'll be put into a prison camp. I don't care what happens to Greta Thunberg. I don't want to hear that fucking name again because I think that's just a joke and just a publicity gimmick. And, what were they going to fucking do, for Christ's sake? And all the people that support them right across the world. They're pathetic. You're pathetic. That's what you are. Now, will Hamas accept the peace deal offered by President Donald Trump? If they don't, they're in for a real shock. I mean, this is really serious now. The ball is in your court, so you've got to show the goodwill, give the hostages back, disarm and fuck off. Because you're the problem down there. The people of Gaza, of course, are suffering. My heart goes out to them. But you are letting this Hamas run your life. Stop it. Stop it now. You can do it. And Hamas, you better accept it. You better accept it. And Houthis in Yemen, stop firing the missiles. Because the retaliation will be swift and clinical, as it always is. And why is Iran not being held account for what all the terrorism they're exporting and still doing it. I wish somebody would take hold of that country. Iran, absolutely glorious, beautiful country, and those poor people have suffered under that Ayatollah and that disgusting regime, a violent regime. Over 1,000 have been put to death this year for disobeying their laws. It's absolutely appalling. And what's happening? Do you hear anything about it? Nah. I just find it quite extraordinary. Well, it's Thursday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I thank you all for the views. I'm sorry it's such a fucking miserable post. I wish I could be more uplifting and give you some really good news. There ain't any, except that I've had a shower and a shave and look quite beautiful, even if I am as old as Methuselah. But anyway, thank you very much indeed for bothering to even view my views, view my videos. I'll get that in a minute. I thank you for that. And I like all the comments too, the good, the bad and the ugly, 99% of which are really positive. And I thank you, and thank you for all the followers. You're all quite amazing. Simply the best. Simply the best. Okay, have a good one. Bye. Love you all. Take care. Look after yourself, for Pete's sake.